Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with my real estate entrepreneur, good friend of the channel, Omar. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, Michael? What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are well.
Hey, what I want to do here is I want to talk to Omar, the real estate agent, and maybe even go back to Omar, the real estate agent, when you were still working behind the bar at your family's restaurant, right?
Ooh, big time. Yeah.
Like OG Omar. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
So, one of the things as a real estate agent, you learn very early, especially if you're trying to represent buyers, is real estate is bought on a payment, right? Is that a fair, do I understand that correctly?
100%. It's bought on a payment for sure.
And because of that, I am concerned that we could enter a real estate winter, because what we've seen with payments, and again, it's based on interest rates in the last 11 or 12 weeks, is they've gone up 200 to 250 basis points. What you used to be able to borrow at 2.5%, now it's 5% and might be 6% soon.
6% by summer, I call it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I really do think you're right. And I think there's going to be demand destruction. I think there's a lot of people that were pre-approved that aren't pre-approved anymore, right? It's one thing to be pre-approved at 2.5. You can't be pre-approved at 5, right? Am I crazy, or what's going on in the real world?
They'll be pre-approved at 5, but the amount that they're able to borrow is going to be way less, which means that there's not going to be any options for them, which means that they're going to have to settle for a 2-2 or 2-bedroom, 2-bath, or a 3-1, or I mean, if you got a 3-2 at $100,000 cheaper, because that range of 2.5% to 5 to 5.5, that is $80,000 to $100,000 of purchasing power.
Gone.
See ya. So 300K. Now you're going to try to find a house for 200. Have fun. Or 400K to find a house for 300. Have fun. Yeah. I'm telling you. And guess where that's going to end up happening? Like, after all that stuff happens, which it's the writing's on the wall. It's happening now. Rent is going to go absolutely insane because there's no place to live.
Yeah, it is. I've actually done research because this was so abnormal to see rates go up like this in 12 weeks. It only happened one other time when Paul Volcker was in charge of the Fed back in the 80s, early 80s. And transactions fell off a cliff. And I think that's going to happen. Demand destruction has to happen.
It's inevitable.
Yeah. And I'm curious, in your business, right? You're a broker, right? You've got dozens of agents working for you. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I mean, have buyers backed out saying, hey, we were looking for a 3-2. We don't want to settle. We're out. We're either going to stay where we are, or we're going to rent or something. I mean, are we seeing it already, or is it not yet?
No, we're seeing it. They're again, remember I told you a while ago, or we were talking about it, that some buyers are backing out because there's something new that came on the market. Mm-hmm. That is happening like a little bit more because there's more options. Well, you know what? If I'm in escrow for $400,000, I'm going to cancel and try to get this other house for $380,000.
Yeah. So that's crazy. That's already happening.
Yeah. Yep. And it's happened to me as a listing agent because I'm getting the call from the agent saying like, hey, well, they did make a couple offers and another one came on the market. They were honest with me. So I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. That's cool. And they, bought another house while they had an acceptance with me.
So let me just run this through, right? So you're listing a house, 123 Main Street. You get into you list it for 400. You go into escrow at 410. Yeah. You're in escrow for 3 weeks. It's a 45-day close. Something else comes up. That buyer writes another offer, and they get something at 390. Then they cancel yours.
Yeah, 2 weeks within their inspection period.
Okay, so they have 14 days. So again, they get away scot-free because they have 14-day inspection period.
Correct.
I got you. Okay.
And you really can't do anything. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna keep your deposit. No, they're contractually within their reason.
Yeah, of course.
But then the agent told me, we found another house that was cheaper. I'm like, no shit. All right, cool, thanks.
Yeah, so it's interesting because again, I think Again, we'll talk about this in video number 3. I think supply is going to get hurt more, but we're seeing demand destruction already.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And for all those sellers out there, I'm telling you right now, like, take the offer, leave money on the table.
Yeah.
Take the offer, leave some money on the table.
I remember it might have been 3 or 4 weeks ago. You were talking about your last flip above the median. I think it was 800 or something. It was in escrow. Did it close? Are you done or did it come
Not
back?
yet.
It's not yet, huh?
No, it closes. Literally, I talked to her yesterday. It closes in seven days, about a week. The other house just closed, so they have 500 and some $1,000 down.
Okay.
The appraisal was just ordered yesterday. So trust me when I'm telling you this, it's, that's the $3,200 holding cost.
Yeah.
Where's that coming out of? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go to my backyard and plant
Dig it up
or water my trees. That tree that gives you a bunch of money, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't have one of those either.
Nope.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's funny. You and I called it about a year ago. You said it's the best market ever to flip lipstick flips. Best.
100%.
We both made gobs of money. I got to tell you, I don't think I would start a flip today above the median. I don't think I would.
You're 100% true. If you're under and your exit is right above the median, okay,
you're fine.
That's fine. You're fine. If it's 20% above the median, if it's 400 and you're 480, okay, it could technically still work. But more than that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a couple of projects that I took on that I bought right at the median and sold for like 20% over, 25% over. I don't think I do those today. I really don't. I think first time homeowner, like my market's 380. I do everything in the 2s. No problem.
Yeah, that's not bad.
They're not making any more of them, right? They're like unicorns and 4-leaf clovers. There's just not many out there. Mm-hmm. But you walk into a 760 and you're going to flip out at 1-1. Woo!
Hey, you just called it right now. You said 760, flip out at 1-1. I have one house that I acquired around that number, and the exit's 1-1. You said it on the nail. Yes, honestly.
Funny.
And it's in a great location. When this video comes out, people are gonna know. It's fine, whatever. But it's on the open water in my area. So it's on a nice place. It's in a cul-de-sac. It warrants it. But I'm not trying to. I took it because it was a listing appointment.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, I wanted it at 7. Okay. I would have bought it at 7.
Sure.
But a little north, 7.5, 760, you called it. I'm like, nah, I'm going to try to get rid of it for 810, 815, get a $40,000-$50,000, and then I'm done. Give it to somebody else. I'm out of here.
Yeah, because that's a hell of a holding cost, right?
Oh, trust me, Michael. I was gonna call you last week and tell you and ask you about all this shit, but we're on the line right now.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna go halvesies. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oof, I don't know. It's just a different time. And again, real estate has a cycle. What people need to realize is there's a lending cycle, and right now lending is more expensive, and lending is about to get tighter, and that means less buyers. And don't do skinny deals. This is not the time to do skinny deals. Were last year. We called it. Not a time for skinny deals. Holding costs. I have a buddy of mine who's doing a project. He's used to getting his windows in 3 weeks. He's now out 18 weeks. That's 3 months of holding costs. And by the way, everything else is delayed.
I'm telling you, Michael,
not a good time.
We're gamblers.
Yeah.
Okay. We are. You've done it. I've done it. We pressed to the very brink.
Yeah.
And still smart about it, but we push. But right now it's like, okay, let's just back off. Like literally, you and I had that conversation. Guess what? I'm not keeping one house.
No.
I'm not keeping out of those 3 that you and I talked about, selling them all because it's going to do. Give me another 600-700K.
Just
so then I'm able to perform. Yes, breathing room.
Yeah, totally good. Well, again, folks, what this conversation about is real estate investing as a real estate agent, owner occupant is all about the payment. We have seen amazing payment shock which is going to have demand destruction. You're going to see people back out of contracts. You're going to see builders not close on deals because interest rates change. The market
telling
is
you.
very, very messy right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Omar, where can people find you?
Guys, follow me on IG, Omar_Alfaro, or my website, omaralfaro.com.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Let's go.